I already know a lot of y'all gonna say, I'm choosing violence today by making this statement. When you really want to see people prosper in life, you don't just sit back and let them do dumb stuff and make excuses about it. And the truth is, if you're broke, you don't need to be getting that new iPhone. Stay out the iPhone store. You don't got no money. And if it don't apply, then let it slide. Because a lot of us like to be like, oh, I'm not broke. I said if you're broke. I'm not changing the title and I'm not changing the thumbnail because you don't feel included. No! And if it ain't for you, then watch and send it to a friend that it might apply to. We all know somebody who is in too deep at these stores with these electronics and they broke and they ain't got no business in these stores trying to keep up with the latest electronics. And everybody right now is online pre-ordering, talking about, oh, I'm about to get the new iPhone. I'm about to get the new this. I'm about to get the new that. And some of these same people be the ones complaining about the economy. Miss me with all of that.
Right, iPhone 16, blah, blah, blah. New side button.
Okay, still overpriced?
Absolutely.
Maybe I could put my family in debt.
Yeah.
Take my money.
Stop going and getting these new electronics when you're broke. These companies don't care about you. You're making the company rich.
I ordered the new iPhone 16 Pro this morning. I broke down and did a pre-order, continuing my need to be an Apple girly and have the newest iPhone and try the new features and bigger battery life and faster whatnots.
Y'all do understand that you don't have to be an Apple girly, right? You don't have to be an iPhone girly. You don't have to be a Mac girly. You don't have to be any of that type of a girly. When it comes to spending money, you don't owe any companies loyalty. These companies have a lot of y'all in a chokehold and you're constantly spending and they're constantly going to put out new products every year because there's people with this exact mindset that I am a this girly for this product, for this company, and I'm going to get it no matter what. Why? If you have an issue in this economy, I don't care what that issue is. If you think childcare is too high, if you think the gas is too high, if you think groceries too high, if you complain about your water bill, electric bill, if you go fill up your gas tank at the pump and you're mad about how much you got to spend there, I don't want to see none of y'all complaining if you got an iPhone 16 because to me, your priorities out of whack. I don't care what you say, argue with somebody else, and if it don't apply, then let it fly because everybody want to, oh, well, I'm not struggling. If you're broke, you need to stay up out the Apple store. This ain't the place for you. This is a sport for people who got money. If you don't got money, stay out the Apple store. And I'm not saying she's broke before anybody try to, oh, you're talking about people. No, I'm saying you, if you're broke, do not do what this lady is doing. And if she's broke, she should not be doing what she's doing. And I stand by that statement. A lot of y'all want to see people failing out here. You want to say, oh, let people do what makes them happy. No, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Sometimes people need to know when they're doing harm to themselves. This is financial harm. If you want to protect people's feelings, you're enabling. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to give the truth. Stay about the Apple store unless you're ready to spin a bag and be broke and complaining. And then when you do it, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because we all know somebody that got the latest and greatest phones, electronics, cars, whatever the case may be. As soon as something come out, they go get that new thing. And then they complaining about something else. I don't want to have no social talk about the economy. If you're one of these people going out and spending your money recklessly, get out my face. Just get out my face. Because when I tell you the truth and you get mad, I don't want to hear none of these excuses.
I really wanted it, so I went for it. Let me show you guys which one I got. I went with the Desert Titanium, and I ended up getting the 256 gigabyte because last year I got the 15 Pro in the 512 gigabyte, and in the past year I have not even come close to even using 256.
Okay.
So I decided to save myself the $200.
She said she saved money by not getting the 500 gigabyte one. Another way y'all can save money is stop getting these phones if you don't need the phone. Just putting it out there. And I know this might be a very obvious take here, but sometimes the obvious just don't click with everybody.
So I'm not considering this breaking my no spend September because I planned
No
to buy the
spend.
iPhone all along, so it wasn't an impulse purchase. It was
Y'all, she just said she's on a no buy. And she said this isn't an impulse purchase because she was planning to buy it already. I'm scared. I'm scared. What is going on? I'm glad that she was trying to do a no buy. I thought the purpose of the no buy was not to buy things like this. So it's okay to buy something large like this as long as it was already something you thought about buying. If that's the case, couldn't everything be something you was already thinking about buying? This don't sound like a no buy to me. We as people will justify a purchase if it's something we absolutely want. And I was just talking about this in my last video. We'll find a way to make it reasonable, affordable. We'll just make it all make sense to whoever we saying it to. We'll find a way to get the money. We'll find a way to scrape it up. We'll even go into debt about stuff that we really want. And it's really sad because this means that we lack a little control as people. But then when somebody try to tell y'all, y'all would get mad. Do y'all know that people in other countries, when we talk about the things that we do to put ourselves in situations, they're literally looking at us like we're crazy. They're like, are y'all okay in America? Do y'all have a problem? Because we make it work off of X amount of dollars and y'all are out here buying the latest iPhones, the latest cars. Y'all going into debt about credit cards. People are like, we don't even use debt in my country. If you don't got the money, you just don't get it. And yet here we are online where people can see us. Anybody with eyes can see the stuff that we do and be like, whoa. And they looking at us like, y'all just love to shop, don't you? And we have to take some accountability. Nobody is making anybody go out and get the latest and greatest of anything. What I think it is the need to want to fit in and to belong and to be popular and to have the latest and greatest things so we can go out to people who don't even care about us and say, hey, look what I got. And really nobody cares what you got because we too grown to be acting like this. We act like we're in high school. What is this? And then in our big ages, we'll justify it as if it's a need to people who understand what needs and wants are.
Because I planned to buy the iPhone all along, so it wasn't an impulse purchase, it was just a planned purchase.
Apple just violated us with the iPhone 16 Pro Plus by giving us all these basic colors while the cheap phone got the pretty pink color.
What are we talking about? And to be totally fair, she's not the only person I've seen online talking about the fact that they felt that the iPhone 16 Pro or whatever colors were unsatisfactory.
Did you make any new colors this year?
Yeah, we actually let third graders pick out our colors every year.
I can tell.
Yeah, nice, right?
Take my money.
Oh, okay.
Take my money.
And I want to say something to all the people out there that want the latest iPhone and there's nothing wrong with their old phone and they're upset about the color selection. You don't have to select the color because you don't need a new phone. You can stay about the Apple store. You don't have to get the product. You can pass on this one and then maybe you can wait till next year or maybe you wait till your phone is actually broke before you go spend the money on a new phone because there is no shame in not having the latest iPhone color. Now, I understand people are like giving their constructive criticism and their honest feedback, but I just feel like if you're really upset about the iPhone colors and it's simply because you just like to participate in this consumerism, this constant buying of things that for whatever reason we just feel like we have to have, unless this phone is like legit making me money from being this color that it is or having the features it is, I don't even know what the hype and all the debate is about anyway, because a lot of the people buying these phones are buying these phones and it's not producing anything for them. It's literally just a status symbol just to be like, hey, look what I got. So if you're getting the iPhone and it's making you some money, like, hey, like do your thing. But why do I care if the color is pink on the phone? The purpose of the phone, the actual purpose of a phone is to be able to effectively make phone calls. See, when we buy items, we need to start asking ourselves, what is the purpose of the item? Is the purpose of the item to look cute? If the purpose of the item to you is to look cute, then you're not buying it per se because you need a phone that works effectively because you probably already got a phone that works effectively. So what is it really about? Is it to show off the color of the phone to show, hey, this is the new iPhone because we'll understand that iPhone has a new pink color? Or is it because you need something to contact your people if something go down? You need something to contact people to send emails because you're doing some sort of business or something like that. You need a form of communication that works effectively. Can we be honest about why does it even matter what color the phone is? Because a lot of y'all throw a case right over it anyway. A lot of y'all don't even know how to use the features on the phones that you buy. Ain't even figured out how to use the features on the iPhone 13. And then be in the store looking at the iPhone 16 like, oh, I need this. You confused, don't even know how to work your settings. And we talking about a color of a phone. Some of the conversations we be having, I'm just like, why are we having this conversation?
Just because I'm girly pop does not make me not professional.
This video right here says having an iPhone 13 in 2024 is crazy. They're dancing to that Kanye West song. Plotting, scheming, talking, and you'll say, why is your TV on the ground? Oh. The shaming people online in person doesn't matter to me about old phones, old electronics is wild. People are complaining about the economy and people have the nerve to be like, why don't you have a new phone? You have an iPhone 13? It's like, what is this? Like, what world are we living in? And sir, your TV is on the floor. They saying your TV is on the floor in the comments. All of this materialistic stuff don't matter anyway, but I'm just like the nerve of somebody saying like, why don't I have, or why don't you have an iPhone 13 and your TV on the floor is actually what's crazy, not the fact that somebody don't have the latest phone, or they have an iPhone 13 in 2024. I just think that that's crazy. You see, in our society, the flex is what do you own? What can you show to the next person to make it look like you're better than them? And meanwhile, you could be totally broke and they don't care nothing about that. I could care less what name brands you own. Do you have a 6-month emergency fund if you're a grown adult and you know better before you get online talking about do anybody got this or that? We don't have those sort of conversations. We talking about products. We're literally going up to people and like, hey, why do you got this old dusty busty this? Why do you got that old car? Why do you got this holy shirt? Why do you have this? Why do you got an old phone? Y'all do understand that the people that y'all talk to every day don't care nothing about what you own. They don't care nothing about what you got, which is wild because some people are actually going into debt to keep up a certain appearance. Why do we care so much? Life would be a lot easier for people if you just don't care, because spending $1,000 on this new phone and being broke would be wild. But somebody's gonna do it, and before anybody say it wouldn't be me, you can't speak for everybody. No, I'm speaking to exactly who needs to hear this, and I hope that they get the message that nobody cares about you and your phone. So stop going to these stores, rushing out every year, getting the latest iPhone. Stop making Apple money. Start worrying about yourself. Real adult conversations should involve things that are going to help you prosper and be successful in the future, not what you can buy right now. Y'all need to operate in the world with a little bit of foresight, a little bit of what about tomorrow? Plant some seeds today in order for them to grow. But no, we don't like to do that. We like instant gratification. And that is what these new items is that you don't need. That's what they are. You're just being gratified. You got your little dopamine hit. You got your little fresh box and you finna do your unboxing and you feel good about it because you got a new product. This product, like all them other things that you bought, at some point is going to be old. It's going to be old news. Just like they're saying the iPhone 13 that people have is crazy and it's probably considered old to a lot of people. This new iPhone 16 at some point will be old. Do y'all understand all things that are new will be old at some point? It's not going to be new forever. So if you keep trying to get the newest thing and you don't have no money and you don't have discipline to keep up with these things, you're forever going to be giving these companies money and not have anything of your own but a bunch of products. Like, y'all are making them rich. Y'all are making them rich. And every year you're going to go out and buy their new product again and still be broke. Do y'all see the cycle? They're not going to stop producing products because you don't have discipline. That's not their problem as the business. It's yours. That's why they call it personal finance. It's your responsibility to not go out and give them the bag. Don't come at me talking about some people didn't get education when they went to school on personal finance. All of this internet. How quick people are to find out about the latest products, just as quick as people are able to go do a quick Google search to figure out when the latest iPhone drop is, they could figure out how to invest in a brokerage account or how to get a savings account or how to get an emergency fund. That's not what they're looking for. Oh, my mama ain't taught me. All the schools didn't teach. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be good that the schools taught this. However, something in life that you want, you might have to do a little outsourcing. You might have to use your resources you got. And we all seem to have the internet. If you own TikTok and you doing all this, where is your emergency fund? Oh, I don't got enough money for an emergency fund. Well, you ain't got enough money for an iPhone. If you ain't got one, don't get the other. It don't make sense. Don't put yourself in situations buying stuff that cost a lot of money. And $1,000 is a lot of money to somebody that's broke. So somebody ill-prepared for any situation. If you can't even get a flat tire without putting this on credit, stay up out these people's store. And I said what I said, and I mean it. And if you ain't got the content in your life or the influence in your life to not make these bad decisions, you should just go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now, because I've been trying to tell y'all to stop doing this goofy stuff. It's not working in your favor. What are we, 12? Okay, so this was another one I've seen. It says, we're unable to process your order. I guess this is somebody trying to buy the latest iPhone. This how y'all acting. This how y'all coming? Is that how y'all coming? Y'all literally got a rain cloud? Is this how some of y'all are acting? You trying to process your order and it ain't going through? So now you got a rain cloud over you? You throwing a tantrum like this? Let me know. Y'all, it's gonna be okay. Fear not. Don't worry. Apple gonna restock if they run out because they want to make money off of y'all. Don't worry. Then you're gonna be like, and there's no more rain in this cloud. Our sunshine has come. I don't want to hear none of y'all saying, oh, let people be happy. Let them get the products that they want. Oh, stop telling people what to do. You're an enabler. I'm not here for that. It's not helping you out. If you want somebody to stroke your feelings and make you feel good, go somewhere else because this ain't that. Because the stuff that y'all be telling people to make them feel good be putting them in bad spots. Stop telling people to go out and go do stuff when they're broke because it makes them feel good. Do something for your future that's going to help you and make sense. If it's not going to make sense, and do something good for your future for you getting the new iPhone because you don't really need it and nothing's wrong with your old phone, stay up at the Apple store. The people telling you to just go do it, that's like demonic. People knowing that you're broke and encouraging you to go spend like this, they're not on your team. They're not looking out for you. They don't really care if, like, maybe they want you broke just like them. Everybody don't want to see you do well in life because y'all got to understand in this world, it's good and it's evil. So a lot of people telling you to go do stuff that's going to be your downfall and keep you down, why would they care? They probably down too. You're supposed to prosper in this life, so stop doing things to put yourself in a bad situation and then boo-hoo crying when you in the bad situation. Save that $1,000 for a rainy day if you got it. If you do not need this new iPhone, and I mean need, I didn't say want, I said need this new iPhone if you're broke. Don't do it to yourself. It ain't gonna be worth it. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it ain't gonna be worth it. We got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.